You're still struggling on?
As long as people need their papers and their fags.
Oh, you don't want to wear yourself out, you know. You could do with some help.
I know. I don't suppose Ken would fancy doing a few hours for me.
I'm sure he would, but he's away on a course at the moment.
Are you looking for somebody then, Rita?
Well, it's a bit too much for me on my own, Blanche.
I could always give you a hand.
Well, that's very kind of you, Blanche, but I wouldn't even think of presuming on your good nature.
I'm not offering to do it for now.
Mom!
Now listen, a job's a job. We all need to make a bit of extra cash.
Hey, well, I'm willing to pay. I don't want out for free.
I don't think she's serious, Rita.
Are you saying I'm not up to it?
No, nothing like that.
Well, it'd only be for a few days until I can get somebody permanent.
A few days would do for me. When shall I start?
Well, Monday morning, if you're serious.
I'm serious, all right. Monday it is. Mind you push them papers right through. We don't want any left sticking out of letterboxes.
You've never come to start already, have you?
I certainly have. Coats go in the back, do they?
But I never meant for you to be coming in this early.
I was up anyway. We are at our age, aren't we? So, you just tell me what's what, and you can leave me to it.
Well, I won't be doing that. Really, all I want from you is to cover for me for the odd hour while I go for my lunch or to the warehouse.
Well, now I'm here, you can go for a bit of breakfast.
Oh, not a cigarette in the house, can you believe? Rita, you better give me 2 packets.
6.80, love.
Ta, love.
Thank you.
There were never a cigarette in my house, either. They put you in an early grave, them things will, you know.
Thanks, I'll remember.
They make your hair smell, and your breath. There's nobody who'll go near you.
3.20.
Cheers, Rita. I don't suppose there's many gonna hear you, is there? Whether you smoke or not.
You know, I've always had the attitude that we're not here to dispense advice. Just sell them whatever it is they want as long as it's legal.
Oh, and you're right. Such as her would never listen anyway.
No, what I mean is it's best not to say anything.
'Cause we'd be wasting our breath. I agree entirely. Don't worry. You and me, I think we're going to be like-minded on most things.
Oh, why, yes. I'd forgotten you were starting today.
Here at the crack of dawn.
Never mind me. What are you doing absconding from your work?
I'm not absconding. I've just come out to buy some tissues. Thanks, Rita.
60, love. Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not your employer. You can understand why she's never got on, can't you? Half an hour till her dinner time, and she's leaving her work to buy tissues. That's right. Just keep your hands where we can see them, and then there'll be no misunderstandings. Yes, you. We've got our eyes on you.
What was he doing?
Oh, we don't want to wait to find out, do we? Be too late then.
I think he might have been going to buy something.
Right. I'll see you then, Rita.
Yes.
Yes, I'd better get back before they sack me.
Ah, you better had. Now, look, you know you can take your dinner time whenever you like, and for as long as you like. I'll be all right, left in charge.
Well, I don't think I'll go just yet, Blanche.
No, but whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
Oh, a woman came, paid her paper bill.
Put it in the book?
I did, which is when I couldn't help noticing. You've got a lot of slow payers, haven't you?
Slow, but sure.
So what I've done, I've made a list. I think we should drop them a letter telling them that if they haven't paid by the end of the week, they can get their papers somewhere else.
Well, no, hang on a minute.
What?
Well, I'm grateful to you, Blanche, for all your help. Really, I am. But stuff like this, you've got to let me decide. Really, all I want you to do is serve as and when necessary.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not trying to tell you how to run your own business.
Thank you.
But you haven't the time to see to everything, so some things you've had to let go. But not any longer. Not while I'm here. So, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes.
We'll get there. Don't worry. Thinking last night.
Yeah.
Them paper bills of yours, they're too easily ignored. With this, you fill in what they owe at the top.
I can't send this out to my customers.
Why not?
This isn't a gentle reminder. This is a witch hunt.
Well, I thought if we played on their guilt...
No, just forget it. The bills work fine. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Now, anybody ring while I was out?
No. Oh, some rep called. A shifty-looking beggar with a suitcase full of tat.
Well, was he a new bloke, one of my regulars, or what? You didn't even give him chance to say, did you? Blanche, who runs this shop? You or me?
When you're not here?
Who runs this shop?
You do.
Then I decide who I should and shouldn't see.
Well, if you're that bothered. Ring him.
No, you ring him. You ring him and apologise for being so previous and say the owner of the shop will gladly see him next time he's in the area.
You won't, believe me.
Blanche, just ring him.
Ah, Blanche, have you signed up yet? We're raising funds for the Millennium Street party. Oh, you know, you should have borrowed Roy's clipboard. This looks rather scruffy.
Oh, Mickey Mouse and Elvis Presley. I'm in good company. Aye, go on then. We could do with running one over at the Kabin. She never stops, that one.
Pen. You mean you didn't bring a pen?
Talk about nag.
You better go and get one then.
And high-handed. Any more uppity, and she'll be needing an oxygen mask.
Never struck me as particularly uppity. If anything, the opposite.
I wondered if that gas fire business had got out to do with it. They say it sends you doolally.
That was a long time ago.
Aye, but once you've been there, there's no coming back, is there, really?
Hey, Les. Is Vinny in? Couldn't give him a shout, could ya? They don't like me taking Monica in. Hey?
Oh, give it a rest, Marcel Marceau. He's on a sponsored silence.
What, you are?
And make sure you give your money straight to Emily. You've got a visitor, Rita. That rep from this morning. As luck would have it, he was still in the area.
Rita.
Listen, you don't know where Ken is, do you? Now, I've just been home.
Deirdre, he's in the cafe.
Oh, thanks, love.
Yeah, hey, listen, while you're here, have you had any more thoughts about tomorrow? Because I'd be glad to come along for the ride.
No, it's fine, thanks, Mum. Ken's already booked the tickets and everything.
Returns?
Well, of course, returns. Why wouldn't he book returns?
Are you all right, Deirdre?
Well, I was.
Honestly, that girl, I was only asking. Anyway, I were right, weren't I? He was hawking a load of junk. As if stuff like that would sell in a place like this.
Only me. What did we forget, Rita? Only Mavis's new address.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll write it down for you. And it was 1 box of gum and 1 box of the juice. That's what we agreed, isn't it?
Ah, there's Deirdre back. Has she rung?
No. Well, are you going to get me a drink? Or do I have to find my own way to the bar?
I think I'll go home and wait.
I don't know why you pander to her. She's always been a bit of a drama queen. And let's face it, the chances of them locking her up again are pretty slim.
Well, that's not what you implied this afternoon, not according to Rita.
Been telling tales out of school, has she? Rita is even more neurotic than Deirdre. You don't mind putting up with it with family, but at £3.60 an hour, you've got to start wondering.
Yes, well, I get the distinct impression you won't need to wonder much longer. Gin and tonic. Any?
Oh, I hope you've made a pot. I can't stand people who just dunk tea bags. You never get a decent cup of tea like that.
Well, we all have different tastes, Blanche.
I presume that's your way of saying that I can make me own. Folk would understand you and like you a lot better, Rita, if you spoke to 'em straight.
Right. Talking of which, Where have you put the slim panatellas?
What? Them little cigars?
Yes.
Never touched them.
Then where are they? They should be up there, top left-hand side.
Well, we must have sold out. I told you before, you should let me do the stock taking. It's a job that requires an orderly mind.
Blanche, it may surprise you to know that all the years I've had this shop, I've managed to keep it stocked and my customers satisfied without too much difficulty. And I knew where everything was till you came through that door.
Well, I don't know what you're getting so stroppy about. So, you've misplaced a few packets of cigars. It could happen to anybody.
No, let's get this straight. I haven't misplaced anything.
Are you accusing me? Because I won't stand here and be accused. Not when I've come here at your particular request to help you out of a jam.
My particular what?
I stepped into the breach and this is all the gratitude I get.
Wait a minute, Blanche.
No! You wait a minute, Rita. Now, I've put up with your moods and your mithering long enough. Lord knows I am a patient soul, but you would drive a saint to distraction. Well, I've had enough. I'm off, and you needn't start begging me to stay. My mind's made up. You can find someone else to work here.
Nita,
Yes, Curly.
I want a favour. Do you mind working late tonight? Only there's somewhere I want to go.
The girl's on a lunch break. A boss oughtn't to be pestering her.
It's only just come up.
I'm sorry, Curly. I've got a date this evening.
With James Kitchen.
Look, don't be nosy. It's Nita's business, nothing to do with you.
As it happens, yes, it is with James, and I'm looking forward to it.
You don't have to tell him that. Workers are entitled to their private lives. Employers have no jurisdiction.
I'm only asking a favour.
Sorry.
Thanks.
You're too easily put off. You've got to be more forceful. That's a girl who's going places.
Yeah, and I know where. Straight up the corporate ladder.
Monica doesn't look...
I heard you were working here. You ought to be finished by now.
Well, I am officially.
He's been home and come back.
Forgot to do the dusting.
Some people trade on good nature, you know.
I know, I've met them.
Make sure you're not put upon.
Oh, that won't happen in this establishment. Mrs. Sullivan's the model of propriety.
She's changed, then.
No, she hasn't. I know a good employer when I meet one. She's held in the highest esteem, both in the trade and outside it. Her integrity's never been questioned.
Oh.
What can I get you, Blanche?
We stock a wide selection of goods.
Not wide enough. I'll try the corner shop.
Norris, I could get used to you.
An enlightened management and a loyal workforce, Rita, go hand in glove. You seldom see one without the other.
Well...
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. So put your hands together and give a big, warm Weatherfield welcome to Mama!
Is that Deirdre up there?
Yes.
What on earth does she look like at her age?